Have you noticed rich people seem to play a different game? Not luck, not talent, just hidden rules nobody teaches you. Rule number 1, rich people don't work for money, they make money work for them. Poor people work for money and money escapes them. Rich people buy assets, poor people buy expensive appearances. One buys ownership, the other buys attention. Rich people study cash flow. Poor people study price tags, one watches the future. The other watches sales discounts. Rich people think in decades. Poor people think until payday, one plants money trees. The other pulls fruit too early. Rich people invest in knowledge. Poor people invest in distraction. Books build futures, entertainment kills time. Rich people ask how systems work without them. Poor people ask how many hours they must work. Freedom loves automation. Rich people buy time, poor people sell time, and time never gives refunds. Rich people understand compound growth, poor people understand compound debt. One grows silently, the other grows dangerously. Rich people learn to say no. Poor people fear missing out, boundaries protect wealth. Rich people build networks, poor people build expense lists. Connections multiply opportunities. Rich people calculate probability. Poor people gamble on hope, math usually beats luck. Rich people study failure, poor people hide from failure. Mistakes are tuition fees for success. Rich people use leverage, poor people use effort alone. Smart force beats brute force. Rich people buy growth experiences, poor people buy temporary excitement. One expands life, the other distracts it. Rich people read contracts. Poor people read headlines, details protect money. Rich people build reputation, poor people build illusions. Real value lasts longer than attention. Rich people manage risk, poor people avoid risk. Risk controlled becomes opportunity. Rich people protect their health first. Poor people sacrifice health chasing money. Wealth without health is debt. Rich people store money in growing assets. Poor people store money in things losing value. Ownership builds freedom. Rich people hire experts. Poor people trust random advice online. Experience saves years of mistakes. Rich people negotiate everything. Poor people accept the first price. Confidence often saves more money than discounts. Rich people track numbers daily. Poor people track emotions daily. Data tells truth feelings cannot. Rich people buy businesses. Poor people buy products. Ownership turns spending into income. Rich people build multiple income streams. Poor people depend on one paycheck. Multiple rivers never dry at once. Rich people understand taxes strategically. Poor people simply fear taxes. Knowledge reduces invisible leaks. Rich people buy when markets panic. Poor people panic when markets drop. Courage often buys opportunity. Rich people trust data. Poor people trust rumors. Noise spreads faster than truth. Rich people design systems. Poor people chase motivation. Systems work even when mood disappears. Rich people optimize habits. Poor people wait for inspiration. Habits quietly shape destiny. Rich people treat failure as tuition. Poor people treat failure as identity. Lessons are cheaper than regret. Rich people invest in production. Poor people invest in consumption. Creation builds empires. Rich people ask how to create value. Poor people ask how to get rich quickly. Value attracts money naturally. Rich people understand patience multiplies wealth. Poor people expect instant results. Slow growth often wins permanently. Rich people measure efficiency. Poor people measure effort. Smart results beat hard exhaustion. Rich people build invisible assets like skills and reputation. Poor people only trust visible objects. Intangible value compounds silently. Rich people choose growth environments. Poor people choose comfort environments. Growth rarely feels comfortable. Rich people focus on opportunities. Poor people focus on obstacles. Vision determines direction. Rich people never stop learning. Poor people stop learning after graduation. Education is lifetime wealth insurance. The biggest hidden rule: rich people create opportunity. Poor people wait for opportunity. The moment you create, you change your game forever.